In the heart of southern Africa lies Zambia, a country whose very identity is shaped by the rivers that flow through its vast and varied landscapes. This is a nation defined by its magnificent rivers, most notably the mighty Zambezi, the Kafue, and the Luangwa, each one weaving its own story through the land. These waterways are the lifeblood of the land, carving ancient landscapes, shaping valleys, and nurturing astonishing diversity in both plant and animal life. To journey along them is to witness nature in its rawest form, a world where the wild still sets the pace and where every bend in the river reveals a new secret. Zambia's rivers shift from tranquil floodplains where the morning mist hovers above still waters to raging torrents that thunder through gorges, revealing new wonders at every turn. They are sanctuaries for iconic wildlife, elephants, hippos, crocodiles, and countless birds, and vital to the communities that have lived beside them for generations, relying on their waters for food, transport, and tradition. Exploring these rivers is an immersion into a world both ancient and vibrantly alive, where every day brings a new encounter and every season transforms the landscape. Imagine the spray of a waterfall on your face, the roar of Victoria Falls echoing in your ears, and the lush green that thrives in its mist. Picture the call of a hippo at dusk, its deep voice carrying across the water as the sun dips below the horizon. Or elephants silhouetted against a fiery sunset moving in slow procession across the river, a timeless scene that has played out for centuries. These moments connect us deeply to the natural world, reminding us of our place within it and the delicate balance that sustains all life here. This is an invitation to travel these remarkable rivers, not just as observers, but as participants in their timeless story. We'll explore their shifting moods from the calm of dawn to the drama of the rainy season, meet the extraordinary wildlife that depends on them for survival, and listen to the whispers of history and culture that flow along their banks, carried by the people who call these rivers home. In doing so, we'll discover why these wild places are so precious, not just for Zambia, but for the world, and why we must ensure they remain wild and free for generations to come, preserving their magic and mystery for all who follow. Our journey begins far upstream, where the river unfurls like a wide, placid ribbon, winding gracefully through a tapestry of lush greenery. Here the landscape feels untouched, ancient, and full of promise, as if the river itself is quietly inviting us to discover its secrets. Life here moves at a gentle, unhurried pace. The air is thick with the sweet fragrance of wild jasmine, and everywhere you listen, the hum of insects weaves a living soundtrack. Sunlight filters through the leaves, casting dappled patterns on the ground and filling the air with a golden glow. As you paddle a canoe along the tranquil waters, kingfishers flash blue and orange as they dart for fish, while dragonflies hover and dance just above the surface. Camouflaged frogs call from the muddy banks, their voices blending with the gentle splash of your paddle. The river's edge is a living paradise, where towering trees and tangled vines create a lush canopy. Fruit-laden branches hang low over the water, offering shelter and food to a vibrant community of birds and playful monkeys, all thriving in this rich ecosystem. In the quiet lagoons, water lilies bloom in delicate clusters, their petals opening to the sun. The gentle flow of the river nourishes these floating gardens, creating pockets of serenity and color along the banks. As the sun begins to set, the river transforms into a mirror, reflecting the sky's shifting palette of pinks, oranges, and purples. The sounds of the day slowly fade, replaced by the first calls of nocturnal creatures as dusk settles over the water. The gentle lapping of water against the riverbank becomes a soothing rhythm, a natural lullaby that calms the mind and invites reflection. Drifting beneath a vast canopy of stars, you feel a profound sense of peace. The world seems to slow down, and for a moment you are completely at one with the natural world, embraced by the quiet magic of the river at night. Here, the grand spectacle of the wild is revealed in every direction, a tapestry woven from countless interconnected lives. Each plant, animal, and insect plays a vital role in this thriving ecosystem. It's a powerful reminder of nature's intricate beauty, where every detail, no matter how small, contributes to the harmony of the whole. And so, with the first light of dawn, our journey truly begins, guided by the gentle spirit of the river and the promise of discovery that lies ahead. Downstream, the river's calm gives way to a distant rumble, a prelude to one of Earth's greatest spectacles. Mist rises, the air thickens, and the river gathers its strength to plunge over a colossal precipice. This is the smoke that thunders, Victoria Falls. The roar is deafening, the spray drenching, and the sight of a mile-wide curtain of water is both violent and beautiful. The constant spray creates a unique rainforest clinging to the cliffs, alive with mosses, ferns, and butterflies. This oasis exists only because of the waterfall's immense power. To witness it is to feel the raw forces that have shaped our planet. For centuries, it's been a sacred site, a living entity that humbles all who visit. Here, the river's soul is made manifest. It's an unforgettable encounter with Africa's wild heart. Below the falls, the river widens and flows through vast national parks teeming with wildlife. Hippos dominate the waters by day, their grunts echoing across the river, while crocodiles bask on sunlit banks. Elephants and buffalo gather to drink, their reflections shimmering on the surface. Playful elephant calves splash while herds of buffalo approach warily, ever alert for predators. Lions rest in the shade, watching the herds, and leopards use dense riverbank vegetation for stealthy hunts. Packs of wild dogs patrol the edges, their teamwork making them formidable hunters. The river is the thread connecting all these lives, a stage for Africa's daily drama. Here, every moment is a testament to the richness of the wild. The lower Zambezi Valley is a place of serene, breathtaking beauty. The river splits into channels and islands framed by a dramatic escarpment. Exploring by canoe or boat, you become part of the landscape, drifting quietly among wildlife. Fish eagles call from high branches, waterbuck graze, and baboons forage along the banks. Canoeing past elephants feeding on river islands is a magical, humbling experience. As the sun sets, the valley glows with golden light, and the sounds of day give way to the night's chorus. Drifting under a star-filled sky, you feel profound gratitude for such unspoiled beauty. The lower Zambezi is more than a place. It's a feeling of pure wilderness. It's an experience that stays with you forever. Beyond the mighty Zambezi, another river carves its own story through the heart of Africa. The Luangwa River, untamed and beautiful, offers its own wild magic to those who seek adventure. Flowing through a remote, rugged valley, the Luangwa is a lifeline for countless species and a sanctuary for true wilderness. It's famed for its exceptional wildlife, boasting some of the highest predator concentrations in all of Africa. Each year, seasonal floods reshape the landscape, creating oxbow lagoons and lush floodplains. These lagoons become magnets for animals during the dry months, drawing herds from miles around to drink and graze. The Luangwa is the birthplace of the walking safari, a tradition that lets you experience the bush in its purest form. Here you explore the wild on foot, guided by expert trackers who reveal the secrets of the land. You'll learn to read tracks, interpret animal signs, and truly understand the language of the wild. Unique species like the rare Thornycroft's giraffe and the elusive Cookson's wildebeest roam these plains, sharing space with relaxed leopards in the trees. Vast herds of buffalo and elephants move along the riverbanks, creating unforgettable scenes of raw nature. The river itself teems with life. Hippos wallow in the shallows while crocodiles bask on sunlit banks. Overhead, carmine bee-eaters nest in the cliffs, their brilliant colors lighting up the riverbanks. Safari camps here blend seamlessly into the wilderness, offering comfort without disturbing the wild spirit of the land. Evenings are spent around the campfire, sharing stories under a sky ablaze with stars. The distant roars of lions and the calls of hyenas remind you just how far you are from the modern world. The Luangwa's raw, untamed spirit seeps into your soul, leaving a mark that lasts long after you leave. It's a hidden jewel of Africa, a place that captures every visitor's heart and calls them back again and again. Zambia's rivers are not just lifelines for wildlife, they're the cradle of human culture. For millennia, people have lived along these banks, their lives intertwined with the river's rhythms. Fishermen in Mokoros navigate the currents as their ancestors did, guided by deep knowledge of the river's moods and gifts. Folklore and tradition are rich with stories of hippos, fish eagles, and the spirits of the water. Fishing sustains families and villages blend harmoniously with the landscape. Children play in the shallows, laughter mingling with birdsong. Witnessing this way of life is a humbling reminder of harmony with nature. Engaging with local communities enriches the journey, building bridges of respect and understanding. These wild places are living landscapes shaped by nature and culture together. Protecting the rivers means safeguarding both wildlife and heritage. Some moments in nature change how we see the world. On Zambia's wild rivers, the steady flow puts life in perspective, reminding us of nature's permanence and power. Watching wildlife, from leopards to elephants, is a gift, a glimpse into a world in perfect balance. The wild doesn't need us, but we need it. It connects us to something far greater than ourselves. Returning to these places reawakens our senses and resets our priorities. The memories, hippo grunts, fish eagle cries become part of who we are. They inspire a deep love for the natural world and a fierce desire to protect it. The wild's greatest treasures are irreplaceable, sustaining us all. Zambia's wild rivers are treasures of global significance, but their future is fragile. Climate change, deforestation, and unsustainable development threaten these ecosystems. Their survival depends on the choices we make now. If you can, visit these places. Feel the spray of the falls, listen to the bush at night, and look into the eyes of an elephant. Personal experience is the most powerful catalyst for conservation. Travel responsibly, support conservation-minded operators, respect wildlife, and minimize your footprint. Your visit can help protect these wild places, providing sustainable alternatives to destructive land uses. The task of conservation begins with each of us, with wonder, connection, and commitment. Let Zambia's rivers inspire you to become a champion for their preservation, so future generations too can experience the enduring magic of Africa's wild rivers. The heartbeat of this continent depends on it.